Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do makeup for the beach. When you want to go to the beach, you don't want to put a lot of makeup, you don't want to put powders and foundation. Probably you don't even want to put a mascara on your eyelashes. And still you want to look good, you want to look fresh and glowy and just, you know, this cool beach look. Now, I'm going to show you what I normally use when I go to the beach and I want to look still like chic and sort of a naturally beautiful to myself, obviously. So first thing first is an SPF. Since we're going to the beach, it's going to be the SPF that has 50 plus or 50. I don't even know what plus means actually. I'm bad at those things. Anyway, this is SPF 50 by Bioderma. This is one of my favorite SPF creams because it's anti-shine. Even though we want to look glowy and you know, like we have a fresh skin, the SPF cream that has this, you know, shine to it doesn't really cut my idea of glowy skin. So I just want to have like as anti-shine as much anti-shine as possible. So this one is good one. Now I already have it on my face. Next thing, I want to also, well, even though we're going to the beach, I want to put a little bit of I'm using the Porefessional by, what is this, Benefit. Keep on forgetting. Okay, I'm almost done with this. I use a lot of it. I'm going to use it on the areas where I don't want to look shiny. Thing is, being on the beach, of course you can look shiny and you just, you know, greasy or whatever it is because you use SPF. Yet, you know, you still want to look nice, especially if it's lunchtime and you are going to some place to have lunch from the beach. Even if it's by the beach, you still want to look a bit more groomed. So this is going to be in the center. I'm going to be using my mirror. Now this one is amazing. It really conceals any shine you have, and yet it's just so natural. Now I'm going to be using this stick by Pure. It has double sides. One is concealer and another is contour. Now, I'm very pale, I know, but that's not about being bronzy. It's about just, you know, what you can do with your face and looking nice on the beach. This has a powdery finish, so I don't need actually to use the powder on top, which is perfect because I really try to avoid powder on the beach. So I'm just gonna go around this areas. It's just a regular, like a regular concealer, but it really has a powdery finish. Loving it. You can also like make it with your fingers. It's just because it's also very easy to make it with your fingers, but I do prefer the beauty blender. I'm using a very light shade, so I mean, you can, if you're going to the beach and you think you're going to be tan or you're already tan, as I told you, this is not a bronzy beach look. It's just the makeup that you would put when you go to the beach without actual, like, you look like you put on a makeup. Minimal things just to enhance your features. Now I need a little bit of more concealer here because of my some dark circles. It's not even, I mean, everybody has a little bit of dark skin here in the corners of the eyes. It's just a natural, just how we are human beings, because the skin is much thinner here, so it always has some veins and you can see some bluish color. So we're going to conceal it. That's it. And if you have redness here, I use this because it has more concealing power. This is Maybelline, my favorite concealer. Oops, okay. Basically, I'll be using only my hands and yeah, beauty blender a little bit. Since I'm not putting any foundation, anything basically, I'm gonna use a little bit of contour just to, yeah, bring up a little bit of color to my face. I'm just gonna blend it out a little bit. Well, a little bit, as much as I needed, obviously. Make sure you blend it out very well. Contouring has to be done very well, otherwise you're gonna look streaky. Like you have put a fake tan and it just went wrong. Like literally very, very subtle. You can see, I'm just gonna put myself closer to you. Probably will put a little bit, man, I don't need a concealer. See how easy to mistaken one thing. They just make a little bit of a bronzy nose. I love this stick because it's just so easy to work with it. It's not very, just doesn't give you that, you know, pigment. So you always can, if you were not really good with the contouring, it's a really good thing to start with because it's just the fastest thing. It blends so nicely. Look at it, just how natural. Just completely natural. Now, this is pretty much it. Okay, one thing I will do, I like to put the base on my eyelids because I really I don't like my eyelids to be oily, and in the beach they get oily. If I want to put some sparkling eyeshadows, which I will, like shimmery, I need a little bit of color here, something to stick to. This is actually an amazing base. It's by Spanish brand called Etnia. If you're in Spain, you can buy it in Corte Inglés. I'm going to put a little bit of Becca, what's the name? Shimmering Skin Perfector. You can get it like in a tube, and I'm loving this one. And I'm going to put on my eyelids and just smur it. Yeah, well, buff it in all over my eyelid, just for the shimmering effect, like a wet shimmering effect, if you know what I mean. You can make it more shimmery. Going to put also here. With the eyes, I don't use the waterproof mascara because it irritates my eyes. I don't know what they put in waterproof mascara, it just doesn't go with me. So I would be using this one by Claudia Schiffer. I like it because it's very thick, so I need just a one layer, tiny bit, and that's it. And what I do normally is just put on the sides, on the corners, like a butterfly effect. And that's it. A little bit here. Because it's not waterproof, I would be very careful putting it on the lower eyelashes. Probably I wouldn't put it all, but just for the sake of look right now. Even though this mascara is really good, it doesn't smudge us. It doesn't smudge, so I would rely on it. I mean, unless you go under the water. I mean, who goes under the water, really? I mean, now the cheeks. What I'm gonna do with my cheeks is I'm just gonna put creamy eyeshadows. It's MAC, it's my favorite. I use it all summer long. It's in we can get away. Probably you know all about it because I think for the past 2 years, it's gonna be soon 2 years that I'm on YouTube. I've been using it. Well, no, 1 year, because I got it like 1 year ago, I think. 1 year ago and a half. Now, this is my favorite creamy blush. Like, just, it brings out the color on your cheeks. It just gives your face such a boost. Like, you awaken right away. We're gonna put a little bit. We don't really need to look like we, you know, clown or something, because it's so easy if you don't really have a lot of makeup and you go overboard with your blush. I don't know, this is just not something I would go for, because you really look like a clown, just like, you know, with those pink cheeks and nothing more. No. Now we want to have like a glowy glossy shimmer, and I would use my Givenchy. Jesus, this has a very long name, and every time I have to, it's like a strobing pop-up jelly highlighter. I have a full review on this. I did it last year, and it's amazing. It's a gel-like texture. It gives you kind of like bouncy. So I'll take this much, and I will go generously on top of my cheeks. It will give amazing shimmer. I'll also go here. I mean, this has a bit of a silverish reflex. Like if you're in the sun, you'll go pretty much, you'll have a mirror on your face. It's just really beautiful. Now, I think we should put a little bit more blush and buff it in, mixing with the highlight. It's just really such a beautiful effect. Now this is glowy skin. This is not like oily skin. This is glowy skin. I hope you see the difference between one and the other. Now I have put more blush, as you can see. Not too much, but still a bit more. This is the thing with this blush. It just looks so bright when you apply it, and then it kind of disappears. So you have to really, when you buff it in, you have to see how much you still need. So I think now is a quantity I like. Now I do feel like in this area I need a little bit, a touch of powder, because this is pretty shiny here. So I'm gonna be using my matte, All About Matte Fixing Powder by Essence. I want something that really stays for a long time. Literally only here. Just please don't go by mistake here, because you will just cancel our glossiness and shimmer. So literally here. We don't touch nose. Maybe we touch a little bit here, so we don't look too shiny. And here. This is pretty much it. The rest I want glowy and glossy, and just like I'm by the pool, just out of the pool, you know. Yeah. Now with the brows, I don't do brows. I never do brows for the beach. I'm just gonna fix it with a gel, transparent gel by Essence, my all-time favorite. This is also what is just really nice when you are at the beach. Just can really relax about your brows. Plus anyway, you need to have them as if they're just wet, and that's it. You know, like you're out of the water. So that kind of effect. Okay, the lips. I like just a my lips to be very natural. So I will use this Christian Dior Lip Glow Pmade. It has oil in here. It's like oil gel. It adapts to the pH of your lips. It basically brings up your natural color. It's glossy, but it has this, because it has oil in here, it's very nourishing to your lips. So, and in the beach, you want something that's really good for your lips, because of the water or because of the wind, depending on the sun, your lips can go really dry. Now, and it's really easy to reapply. Basically, I always take it to the beach with me. So that's it. This is my beach look. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you have some little tricks that you normally use when you go to the beach. Let me know about it in the comments, and I see you next week. Bye bye.